Hi guys, we are Nara Princess. Today we are going to introduce Chinese and Japanese food. Let's enjoy our video.
What comes to mind when you think of the food of Japan? That's right, ramen. The first food I prepared is ramen, the representative food of Japan. Ramen in Japan was the motif of Korean ramen, but it tastes completely different from Korean ramen. I think ramen will be a little greasy for Koreans. There are many kinds of ramen. There are miso ramen, soyu ramen, tonkotsu ramen, and tantan ramen. This is tonkotsu ramen. Tonkotsu ramen is made of pork bone broth, but it is not spicy at all, unlike the Korean ramen. Let me introduce the others. The most representative thing is miso ramen. I think almost everyone has heard of this at least once. It's made of Japanese soybean paste, but there's no objection, so it's the number one ramen that Koreans love. The next most representative thing is soyu ramen. It's made of Japanese soy sauce. Tantan ramen is considered to be a combination of Japanese and Chinese food, and it is spicier than other ramen. I'll try now. It's my first time eating tonkotsu ramen, but it's not greasy than I thought. Wow! The second food is katsudon. It's called pork over rice in Korean style. This food is also easy to access in Korea because it suits the taste of Koreans. It is a Japanese dish with half-boiled eggs, pork cutlet and onions on top of rice, which is roughly similar to Korean rice soup. Here again, it is a fairly modern dish that did not exist in the past. Also, because katsu means win in Japanese, it is a food that many people eat before important games or exams. Just as Korean test takers eat a lot of sticky rice cakes before the college entrance exam, Japanese test takers eat katsudon. Also, you can make it with pork cutlet, egg, and onion, so it is very simple and easy to cook at home. It is said to be a food that appears a lot in media, especially in criminal dramas. It appears very often like cliché. It is said that detectives who are hungry after questioning suspects appear as regular menus when ordering meals. It is similar to 설렁탕 in Korea. There is a scene where he gives a bowl of katsudon as if he were generous with a scripted line. If he becomes a prison cell, you won't be able to eat it again for the time being. And the suspect, who is moved by such recognition, confesses to the crime he has denied so far. Let's eat and evaluate the taste. It tastes like something I've eaten before, but it tasted very similar to Korean rice topped with rice. And it's a bit salty. I think Koreans will like the taste. There are many different kinds of katsudon, so find something that tastes good to your taste. Wow! last food is okonomiyaki. It is a traditional Japanese iron plate pancake. The word okonomiyaki means the ingredients you want are baked to suit your taste. It is a food that you eat with oil on a hot iron plate and meat and seafood on top. It tastes similar to pajeon and seafood pancake in Korea. Okonomiyaki uses different ingredients depending on a region, which is typically divided into Hiroshima and Osaka. Osaka style mixes cabbage, seafood, and other ingredients in flour dough, while Hiroshima puts cabbage and fastener on thin dough one by one. Soon after World War II, okonomiyaki was a snack to fill an empty stomach, but over time it began to be sold as a full menu. It has become a favorite food for adults as well as children. Since then, okonomiyaki has become a more popular dish using various ingredients such as beef, pork, chicken, ham, sausage, onion, potato, cheese, and mayonnaise.
Tomatoes were from Peru and Mexico and were introduced to China during the Ming Dynasty. In China, tomatoes have long been grown for ornamental purposes, and the history of using them for food is only 6 to 70 years. Tomatoes are highly nutritious. Eating 1 or 2 tomatoes a day allows one person to take the vitamin C they need for a day. Eggs are also considered nutritious because of their high protein content. Nutritionally, it is an ideal combination, and the contrast of colors provide the red of tomatoes and yellow of eggs is also a beautiful dish. This is a dish that Chinese families eat on a daily basis, and anyone can make it easily. Just put all the ingredients in a frying pan and stir fry them. Season with sugar and salt, and put starch powder at the end to make its texture thick. If you put cucumber instead of tomatoes and stir fry the same way, it becomes delicious cucumber egg scramble. I usually have this for my breakfast because I like to eat lightly in the morning. Wow! A local dish in Dongbei, China, this pork, covered in fried clothes with potato starch, is fried twice in oil and poured in sour and sweet sauce. In Chinese, it is called guo bao rou. This is a dish developed during the Qing Dynasty in the process of greeting first envoys by making sour and sweet sauces to suit their taste, especially Russians. I really recommend this food to those who like to have 탕수육 because guobaro tastes similar to 탕수육. Wow! is a local dish of Sichuan, China, which is fried with various ingredients freely in mala sauce. Mala shangguo means hot food with mala flavor. Mala is a type of Sichuan local spice that has a spicy taste. And it is so spicy and tingly that it can paralyze your tongue. But I think most of people can enjoy it easily because you can select ingredients that suit your taste, such as meat, vegetables, mushrooms, and seafood. I chose tofu, puju, pak choy, and Chinese glazed noodle. It is spicy, so you can have it with rice. When you visit China, mala shangguo is easily found throughout China like mala tang. I worried about spicy taste, but it is not as spicy than I thought. It is a very first time for me to have mala shangguo because I always had mala tang before, and I think I should eat this delicious mala shangguo more.
Hurry, 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 hurry!
We are 먹방나라 Princess. See you in the next video.